as it will allow Falcons as well as for MV to be moving into the islands, but there is going to be company with them. And the fight's already breaking loose inside of Lipovka, and it remains to be a very similar circle for phase one. Here comes the pack of the action as we do see one member being dropped from inside of STE. Soon to be follow up. Octa is the next one to be bowing out. Well, they will take control over this compound. And Hans got headshotted out there in the open. Up to now, I really want to find out which player this is because I can't read Chinese, my friend.
It may not even be Chinese. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if anyone in the comment section is able to tell us, that'll be kind of helpful. But again, the results still, so far, still favor Starwood Esports. They only have Alpha to deal with right now inside one of the other buildings. And I'm pretty sure they will go in for the hunt after the pickup is done.
They definitely will do so in a moment's time. It's a little bit of standstill right now. STE continuously tramples on these members of Alter Ego. And by now, I feel like this challenge inside of Lipovka is not worth the while, especially for the Indonesian side. They barely get to play the game after these kind of battles, so who knows? Alter Ego might end up with another 0-pointer up here. But you still have Rosemary on board. Hans, despite getting knocked out earlier, will be revived. Target on the corner wall now. Beautiful shots connecting. Sancher also being spotted out. He's got the AK still locked on target. As he slowly swerves. This is where he will take the fight to Hans. He does get the knock. Still looking for blood up against Rosemary. The rest of STE closes right in. This should be as simple.
But as STE, now that there's only one player left. Okay, Alpha is on the other side. But look at the minimap. Another team is coming by. It could be RRQ, but this fight has to end first. Hora Esports in the fight with Face Clan as well. BTR with Vampire Esports. And I'll put the focus onto the fight with Alpha 7. And looks like they want it nice and clean. Starwood Esports, the king of the Lipovka, but they have visitors.
And that being Vampire Esports. Tony K stole that 1-pointer as he take claim on Rosemary's name. Now, playing over the hillside, they are looking to lock out the rest of STE for moving by, and Schwabski hits the mark. Nailing down 1-2 members, slowly crawling on the ground. STE now finds themselves in a very tough spot. We're going though, over on the corners of the warehouse. Probably won't be able to get the revive done up against Sanchir. Whatever he could do is to go in for a pickup, and he finds Tony K instead. That perfect timing from Oiguri. I've been having troubles pronouncing his name, unfortunately. But of course, I don't mean to butcher it nonetheless. So down to one member. It's actually 1 versus 1, interesting enough. Vampire Esports loses way more than they should have. And here comes the nades now sent right through. Does it connect? Doesn't seem like the case, as he will be able to lop that perfect nade, and it will hit.
What a nade there by Shrubs, but the fight's not over yet though. I guess I'll call him Orgui, not to butcher the entire name. And now it's going to be a 1v1 with Shrubs. Shrubs dominating with 3 elimination points. Orgui does have the AUG A3, but on the minimap, dude, it's not over yet. Say hello to BTR now.
My battles after battles after battles. This seems like the place to test out their strengths. Well, I think rightfully so that BTR needs to actually move up towards the north point, which is why they are just trolling onto the outskirts. Now that the shots have been heard, they look to commit, and oh, that nade! Where did Lapari even spot him? Well, that's definitely not a safe spot to hide out. STE, next one to be off the list. So these 3 teams that fought early didn't manage to make the mark. FaZe Clan as well.
And they definitely know there's still Shrubs around. They would have noticed the elimination feed earlier on. The Shrubs is on the other side of town. The entire BTR Night Squad is onto him. Okay, Shrubs showing himself on this rooftop. I wonder if they have an idea that he's here. Oh, they know. They know.
Oh, boy. It's still gonna be rowdy up in here. Shrubs has got no other options but to actually fight for his own dear life. pushes downwards as he expects mates to be tossed over onto these corners. And look at that swerve! Still dishing a little bit of damage before bowing out, but it's absolutely clean from BTR.
Yeah, so they came by just to collect these 2 elimination points, so not too bad. But Team Falcons now, in the fight with Team Secret, and East just got knocked down by Brick. Team Secret managed to even up the odds, but they got 1 instead. So Falcons now have the numbers against Team Secret. They do not have to circle though, 1,600 meters away in this area of no vote, and they still need to cross the bridge. But they have to end the fight before they can do so. Both teams not letting go of each other. Macth took a bit of damage as he traveled behind these containers, but Action knows he's there now.
Plenty of names to go by. 1 more left in the tank for Max LV. He hopes to find something in return, but he's just hugging about a corner wall. Both sides tanking out the zone. I don't think there's much left for Max LV. Team Secret crashes out, going up against Team Falcons, and it is plenty of space to slowly claim at the moment while Voin goes up against DRS.
Here we go, DRS with X by the hill, 1v2. Oh my god, had a knockdown killer. YT tries to seek revenge, but the moment he turned away, Voin punish him, and DRS becomes the next team to be eliminated with that. They start to back off, they start to retreat. They don't have to circle though. They seem to be playing on the inner side. Nevertheless, Nachi got 1 out of 4 medical vibes, looking for the other one, refused to be the next target, but Baron, shot from the side, nice off angle to cover his teammate.
Yeah, beautiful stuff as they have gotten all the white areas to be wrapped up. Now Nepeko takes on the rest of Bigatron at the moment. The rest of the members of RQ Ryu are holding on the higher side, so this isn't exactly the easiest spots for BTR to even try to form up to take on the rest of RRQ at the moment. And look at that wide wraparound coming in from Nepeko. They quickly spot him out, and they will full send into this area of compound where it's going to be Zuxi that will move all the way towards the back, baiting a couple of shots, but look at the casualties. 2 members fall flat, but they should be able to get the revives done. But will RRQ Ryu respond by sending it into the same corner map? We'll have to see, but they're trying to defend themselves inside of Kapow. Zuxi is yet to be revived. Satar goes in for the rescue.
And here we go, Satar tries to get away as well. Looks like there's no chance for him to save his teammate. So he's going to play the rest of the round by himself because there are too many teams around the corner. So looks like he's going to go for the survivability instead. Full medical vibes, and ASI is still not letting go of each other. UZM pretty low with the blue on top of them, and Refuse will be the one to...
Stauber from the get-go being the only team of surrounding the block. Doc, once again, hitting the mark this time, going for that trade-out up against Falcons, and they're still outside of the zone. Massive spot action, quick tap, Baron secures it. For American Vibes, if they go down with a fight, only leaving very little to work with. They map goes spot out lines moving into the corners. Oleh will move deeper play zone. Whereas Lines as well as RQ to commit. So this is good news for MB. They can live for a lot longer.
And for Alliance, now they have to move forward. RRQ, but we don't want to try to block them out. They have to cross the road at the same time. So this is a very difficult position for Alliance. Nepeko blows down the door just to make sure they have a better view in case Alliance wants to take that sniper tower. But because Alliance knows that it's difficult, they sent out Ade to scout for an exit point, probably somewhere on the left side before the zone starts to close. He's not truly crossing the road yet, so it's a cautious approach. But it's either they take a direct fight against RRQ, win it, or they have to move away. But because we're at stage 4, they can still have the option of just avoiding this fight and rotate somewhere else.
RRQ, they could actually wiggle for that spacing by the edge of the zone. Whereas Refus now catching fire, needing to deal with that member of Voin, but he's going for that full push. And there's just not much left in the tank. Beautifully done there by Potato to secure that point. A lot of fights on the outskirts. Speaking of fights, here comes Tuss. Pushing towards the hillside as he spots out No Fear. Trying to go for that quick recovery, but he's not being allowed to do so as the Reservoir violently moves towards the back. Goes in for a beautiful swing as No Fear unleashes his P90. takes down multiple members of Voin Esports. Now they're only left with one. Hora on the ultra aggression with not much space left for inside of Porsche. This is definitely going to be a full send in moments time where the rest of Hora Esports are looking to claim even more and look for that double digit by the end of the run.
And so far so good for them, especially after they eliminate the final member of Roy. They stand a really good chance. But Porsche looks like he's going to leave this area. Okay, punctured vehicle though, but this is going down the hill, so the momentum will bring him through. But Mr. Boro just got knocked out by Zeta. Voin Donkey's now fighting back. Now it's only Sky for Hora Esports. The final member goes up to the high ground. He sees one of the players of Roy Esports, ensures that point goes to Hora Esports before he moves away.
Yeah, he swiftly maneuvers and descends down the hill. A little scatter coming in for the rest of Hora Esports as they move into the same performance shack that Voin Donkey was in prior to this. But there is still another member of Voin Donkey around his corner. Bexy just unleashes the entire clip. That gives a chance for Sky to strike right back. A little bit of a mistake to just unload the entire clip, I would say. But hey, in pressure situations like that, you do whatever you can to try to deny any form of a space. But here comes the rest of Bigatron Knights. They also get themselves involved. We haven't seen much coming from Alliance, and we might not even see them really play out for far too long. Satar, despite being all alone, he racks up the 7th point for BTR.
Yeah, nice use of Molly there to flush out the remaining members of Alliance for them to score that final blow.
Came from that prior position, and now the rest of RQ seemingly to be stuck around it. I believe they've already spotted out Porsche hiding inside the smoke, so a couple lobs. This toss looks pretty good, but it will be dodged nonetheless by Porsche. Also managing to dodge the Molotov. Everything is thrown right at him, including the kitchen sink, and there we go. Razak now runs right through and will find that kill perfect.
But we'll find that out in about 20 more seconds. Who will get the next piece of the circle, and both teams are preparing for it.
Opening nades coming through both sides. Just getting chipped away steadily, as it seems that it's going to be a tough hustle for the rest of RQ to push up the hillside. And there's going to be an update of the zone. If it pulls down south, then it might actually favor the rest of RQ. It's going to be a little bit neutral. There's still space to wiggle it over a left, but it's an open space for RQ, which is why they're committing it to this fight. Razak now pops over in the smoke, covering certain angles, but I'm not too sure if RQ is going to weather out the storm here. Endless nades, but it's going to be tough coming from the bottom side of
the view of Satar. I kind of have a sense that he's there. Okay, there you go. Lobster nade on Satar. Nade bounce. Satar will manage to evade it, but he will not be able to evade DBS gameplay by Zeta. And Satar is out. Number 3, 7 points. Now it's between Voin Donkeys and RRQ. With Voin Donkey not only having the man advantage, but they also have the terrain advantage. Spots out Napeko, takes a lot of damage. They fire back onto Razak. As looks like Voin Donkey, they still have control of the circle.
Yeah, Zeta going with a very wide flank at the very same time. They all just have to zone out all that space as they take them down one after another. The streak has been broken from Hora Esports.